perspective on what you want. What do you want to be really protective over?
After his headline-making split from Sophie Turner, Joe Jonas is finally opening up about love, heartbreak, and starting over. And trust me, you're going to want to hear what he said. From navigating the dating world as a single dad to turning pain into music, Joe's journey is raw, real, and totally inspiring. He even got unexpected advice from a love interest that changed everything. Advice that led to his most personal song yet, Only Love. So what really happened after the divorce? And why did Joe decide to go solo again? We're breaking it all down right here. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss a story that's changing the conversation in pop culture. After his high-profile divorce from Game of Thrones star Sophie Turner in 2024, Joe Jonas found himself navigating a world that felt unfamiliar and daunting, dating as a single father in his mid-30s. The Jonas Brothers singer, known for his charm, talent, and public persona, admitted that the transition was anything but easy. Opening up during a candid appearance on Facebook's Talk Shop Live on May 21st, Joe shared how deeply personal his journey back into the dating scene had been, and how one particular moment with a potential partner shaped his perspective, and even inspired new music. I was seeing somebody at the time, and I was kind of having this idea of dating again, Joe explained. It was really scary and intimidating, and love takes different shapes and forms. I was rediscovering what that was. His vulnerability in this statement revealed the emotional weight he carried post-divorce, not just as a celebrity, but as a father and individual seeking connection again after a significant breakup. Joe shares 2 young daughters, Willa, 4, and Delphine, 2, with Turner, and stepping into the dating world meant balancing his role as a parent with his personal needs and healing process. During the same conversation, he recalled how a seemingly casual comment from the person he was dating at the time made a lasting impression on him. This person kind of comically, sarcastically was like, "It's only love," Joe remembered with a half smile. And I was like, okay, it's a big deal to me, and a big deal to them, but it's okay to take a leap of faith and just try again and just put yourself out there. That simple but profound exchange sparked something within Joe, a creative energy that had been simmering as he processed the changes in his life. It led to the creation of Only Love, a track from his latest solo album, Music for People Who Believe in Love. The song became a symbol of his emotional rebirth and an ode to the courage it takes to be open to love again, even when past experiences have left scars. Though he spent much of his career making music with his brothers Nick and Kevin as part of the globally adored Jonas Brothers trio, Joe made it clear that Music for People Who Believe in Love was a deeply personal project, one that required emotional space and independence. He explained to today's Craig Melvin that making the album was freeing, and when it came to Only Love, he simply couldn't bring himself to alter the lyrics or dilute the personal meaning behind them to fit into the band's collaborative framework. "I keep seeing my own life when I hear it," Joe admitted, "and I'm seeing that person that I'm seeing, and I just don't know if I want to change any of the lyrics to what you're going through." For Joe, this wasn't just a song, it was a snapshot of a specific emotional period, too intimate to reframe for anyone else's experience, even his brothers. Following his split from Sophie Turner, Joe was briefly linked to model Stormy Bree. Their relationship reportedly lasted around 5 months, during which Joe continued his efforts to understand himself outside the context of marriage and family. While their romance didn't evolve into something long-term, it's evident that those months played a pivotal role in helping Joe rediscover the parts of himself that may have been dormant during his time as a husband and father in a high-profile marriage. The divorce itself was far from private. Media coverage followed every twist and turn, and although both parties largely remained tight-lipped out of legal necessity, Turner eventually broke her silence in an October interview with Harper's Bazaar. Speaking about the emotional toll of the separation, Sophie said, "I'm going through a legal process right now where I can't really say much, but it was incredibly sad. We had a beautiful relationship and it was hard." Turner's own post-divorce journey included a brief relationship with British aristocrat Peregrine Pearson, which reportedly ended in April. Like Joe, Sophie appeared to be grappling with the complexities of moving on, balancing public attention, legal proceedings, and personal recovery. What makes Joe's reflections so poignant is the honesty with which he approaches the topic of healing. He doesn't pretend to have all the answers, nor does he attempt to mask the vulnerability behind a polished celebrity image. Instead, he leans into the discomfort, using his music as a vehicle for expression and catharsis. Music for people who believe in love is not just another solo project, it's a testimony to Joe's evolution. The album marks a shift from the energetic, pop-forward Jonas Brothers hits to something more introspective and emotionally nuanced. With Only Love serving as the emotional centerpiece, the album underscores a deeper message. That love, in all its forms, romantic, familial, self-love, remains a risk worth taking. Joe's willingness to share his fears, hopes, and personal growth offers a rare look into the emotional landscape of a man often seen through the lens of fame. He's not just the former Disney Channel heartthrob or one-third of a chart-topping band. He's a father, a divorcee, a man learning to embrace uncertainty and accept love in its most unpredictable forms. And in that journey, many fans find resonance. Whether they've experienced heartbreak, divorce, or simply the fear of starting over, Joe's story and music serve as a reminder that vulnerability isn't weakness. It's the foundation for connection. In a world that often demands we move on quickly and quietly, Joe Jonas is taking his time, writing his truth, and reminding us all that sometimes it's only love. And that's more than enough. So, whether you're a longtime Joe Jonas fan or just someone navigating love and changing yourself, his story is a powerful reminder that healing takes time. And sometimes the best songs come from the hardest moments. From heartbreak to hope, Joe's next chapter is just getting started, and we'll be here for all of it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the stories behind today's biggest stars. Got thoughts on Joe's new song or his journey post-divorce? Drop them in the comments. We read every single one.